Gals.
People always tell me stay in your lane, do your thing, but try to be different. I look at them and laugh like I ain't gon' change. I've been the same, plus I'm way too consistent.
What's up guys, it's X-Rays and welcome to a new Under the Knife Dissection. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Ghost perk, which is the best perk to use in Black Ops 2. One, because it is so hard to get, and two, because since it's so hard to get, it is actually a perk that not a lot of people run, and it is super effective in those lobbies and those kinds of gameplay overall. Anyways, let's jump into some of the stats on this thing. First of all, the Ghost perk is unlocked at level 55, which means you're only going to be able to use it that one, level. And then you have to either prestige or you either stay there. So it's one of those perks where you hardly get to use it. Counteract was trying to make it so that you would not have Ghost as much as possible, which would allow basically more running around and more objective play. So that's basically one of the things. It's unlocked at level 55, so it's definitely one of those perks that you gotta scratch and claw to get. What exactly does the Ghost perk do? So a lot of people are a little bit unsure about this if you don't know. It allows you to remain invisible from the UAV when certain requirements are met. Now this is not like the Ghost perk from previous Call of Duties where you just smacked it on and basically were invisible. You didn't have to do anything, that was just it, you were invisible to UAVs. This one is a little bit different. It's actually completely different in the fact that you have to be moving in order to remain invisible. So let's take a look at some of the stuff you have to do to remain invisible. You have to be moving, and we're not talking about spinning around in circles. That does not help you. You actually have to be moving. You either have to be moving, or if you're not moving, what you can do in order to remain invisible is you have to either be planting a bomb. So if you're in search and destroy or demolition or basically anything like that, you have to be planting a bomb. And if you're planting, obviously you can't move, so you will remain invisible. Another thing that you can do is if you're using a user controlled kill streak like the Lodestar, VTOL warship, all of those kinds of score streaks, you will also remain invisible, which is something that Treyarch put in effect so that you wouldn't be killed while using it. Now, even though, as you can see, when you're playing objectives and you are actually trying to put bombs down, when you're using score streaks, one of the things that a lot of people don't know is the fact that even if you're using Ghost and you are on a flag and you're trying to capture it, you will not remain invisible. That's one of the things that I don't really get. Maybe they thought that, if you're capturing an enemy flag, either way they're going to know you're there. But, still, if you're capturing a flag, a neutral one especially, you should be able to remain invisible. So, Treyarch, you should definitely patch this. You should do something about this to try to get that fixed. Another thing that a lot of people maybe do not know is that if you are crawling on the ground, if you're on the crawl, you're prone out and you start crawling, you will not stay invisible. You will actually appear on the map. As you can see, I'm using the assault rifle in this one. I'm using the Type 25, but obviously when you're crawling, you cannot remain invisible. You have to be moving. I don't know why. I mean, if you're crawling, you're technically moving. It's something that I feel that Treyarch should have done to fix, because you're crawling, you're still moving. Another thing, guys, is when you have to be moving a lot in order to remain invisible. As you're seeing on the video right now, you're seeing me spinning, just basically kind of move back and forth in a circle. If you do small circles, you stay on the UAV, but if you make some rather big circles, then you start to stay invisible. Basically, this is to prevent camping and stuff like that. Another thing you guys probably don't know, this is something that I found out myself, and a lot of people haven't made a video about this, so this is something you don't know and you should know when playing and using the Ghost perk, is that if you're using any kind of weapon that does not allow you to move at 100% speed, so if you're using an assault rifle, an LMG, a sniper, you basically, or a riot shield, you cannot move 100%. When you're aiming down sight with that weapon, you do not remain invisible on the map. So as you're seeing with the Type 25 I'm using right now, I'm looking in through the iron sight. You're seeing that I'm walking and I remain visible on the UAV because I am not a 100% movement speed weapon. On the other hand, if you're using an SMG or a shotgun, anything like that, as you're about to see in the image right now, you can see that with an SMG you can actually move with 100% speed. You can actually remain invisible. So another thing that you guys might not know is a way to counteract this, a way to counteract the fact that with any weapon that is less than 100% run speed, you remain invisible on the map, is if you put a stock, or so if you put stock on the weapon. So as you're seeing, I'm using the Scar H now. I have stock on this Scar H. If I have a stock on any kind of assault rifle, or if I have an LMG and I put stock on it to move a little faster when aiming down sight, you will actually remain invisible. I actually think this is a little dumb, but I guess I get where they're coming from, but still, it's a little dumb. So again, if you're using an assault rifle and you want to remain invisible, if you're one of those guys that like strafing a lot, definitely put a stock on your weapon to remain invisible, especially if you're using a silencer. Anyways, another little tidbit of information. This is actually a little weird also. If you are moving around, if you're trying to climb obstacles, so say like on Yemen, when you're trying to climb all those rocks, if you repeatedly climb a lot, you actually appear on the map. I don't know why it does that too. Treyarch, please patch this, please fix this. This is another thing where if you're climbing, as you're seeing on the screen right now, I'm climbing over a little wall back and forth, as you're seeing. I remain visible on the map. This is something that Treyarch has to fix, because if you're on a map where there's a lot of climbing like Yemen, you're gonna lose the whole point of having the ghost perk, which is something that should be fixed. So again, to reiterate, with SMGs and shotguns, you move 100% speed, which means that you remain invisible when aiming down sight and strafing and stuff like that. And also, even if you are using a weapon like an SMG or a shotgun or a handgun, stuff like that, if you are crawling, you still do not remain invisible, even if you have a weapon that is 100% speed. Treyarch, this is something that you should fix, that you should patch, because, there's so many limitations to the ghost perk, and it's an awesome perk to use. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed all the information that I had here. If you guys had something you didn't know and you found out today, leave a comment down below saying that you never knew something like that, or etc. And also, guys, leave a comment down below what do you guys want me to dissect next. What do you guys want me to put under the knife? It can be a weapon, a perk, a tactical grenade, a regular grenade, basically anything that's in Black Ops 2. I will look at it in depth and give you guys information on that. And also, if you are not subscribed to my channel, youtube.com/OGXrays, go ahead and go over to my channel and subscribe for a lot of more informative videos, basically information videos, informative, whatever, potato. And yeah, so you guys can stay up to date with all that stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, a like and a favorite is appreciated. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.